Hey guys, Dingle here. I just had a pretty interesting match I found kind of funny. Figured I'd go ahead and share it with you. It's my first kind of casting of such of a StarCraft 2 match, so apologize. I know I suck. It's horrible like that and whatnot. But Dingle here, red, Terran, and we got Loust here, blue, Protoss. I'm going to be trying a proxy Reaper build, and it's my first attempt at it, so I know it's horrible. I screwed it all up, but it ended up working eventually. And Loust here is going to go for a proxy and tower rush. So, you know, we're kind of doing the same plan, and unfortunately I just barely missed seeing him come into the base, so I assumed he wasn't in yet. And so I have my SUV scouting all around looking for him. You can see the nice chart I have here, looking around everywhere. And I didn't think to look back here, so that's pretty bad. But you can see I got my barracks going down at about 10. I know I'm supposed to stop at 8, but I just can't help but build SUVs. I have to work on that. I also forgot to build my refinery right away as well, because I got distracted saying, oh, I got to build a supply depot, but you know, whatever, no big deal. So he stopped. He only built his 10 probes and he stopped. So he is not building any more probes. He's doing straight tower rush. He's getting his forge now. So he's waiting for his forge to finish before he starts building in my base, so we'll have a better chance of getting that done. Barracks is up. I finally realized, hey, I need a refinery here, so I'm getting that built. So a lot of downtime, just kind of hanging around and such. Refinery is up. His forge is up, so he's building his first pylon in my base. I saturate my refinery to get my gas flowing. As soon as my gas is coming in, I'm going to put my tech lab here, which I have enough already, but I still haven't done it because I'm scouting. There it goes. Okay, so I'm scouting. I look in here. I see he's got no probes whatsoever and a forge. So I'm like, oh yeah, he's definitely tower rushing. No question about it. So I grab this little SUV and I tell him to get his happy butt back in my base to check, because I've checked all outside. I didn't see anything, and lo and behold, there it is. So unfortunately at this point I find it, but it's pretty much well past the point of fixing it with SUV rush and just taking out the probe and the pylon and such. So I'm kind of hosed there. But luckily, you know, I've listened to people, and you know, they always say don't panic, don't panic. So I'm building my Reapers, and I'm getting 2 out here, which is pretty sufficient. Just double check to make sure I can't get in there, and there's no way that photon cannon is going to keep me out. So I'm back here kind of contemplating what I'm going to do. And I know he's just going to keep pushing towers. So I load up my SCVs into my command center, lift it off, and take off. The best part about this is he really has... He really has no clue that I've done that. He has no clue I've left. He still thinks he's pushing into my base. Which in reality, there's not much left. You know, you got the refinery and 1 supply depot. So if he took out the supply depot, he actually would hurt me pretty bad. I wouldn't be able to build anything else. But I did get my 1 Reaper out, and my other Reaper is up here just kind of picking off his probes, just kind of flirting around. I know exactly what he has in here. Well, I don't see that yet because it's still building, but I do find that here shortly. But you can see I just kind of went back and regrouped for a second. I got to land my base and get that stuff started, so I was kind of pulling back real quick, do a little bit of macro, and get my Reapers together. So now it's landed, SCVs are out, building a new refinery and putting the SCVs to work, and getting back to my Reaper harass here. And just taking out SCVs, Reapers are very good with that. I noticed he obviously now has a cannon, so that's kind of sucky, but he didn't build it closer to his mineral line, so I can just hang out back here and pick off any SCV or probe, sorry, that are trying to mine. That's basically what I do. Just kind of flirting around back and forth. You know, at this point he's kind of hosed. He doesn't have any income. There's no gas. You know, he's really hurting here. He's not really sure what's going on. And actually I missed it over here, but he finally did scout. He built a zealot and scouted over here and noticed that my base wasn't there. So I was doing some micro and didn't notice he was killing these guys, so look, I should back up. Just kite these guys a little bit. Still got 1 left. enough to keep him off the minerals. So I finally got things rolling again. Refinery saturated. I'm building another one, get the gas coming in, and I've got another Reaper. Try to build another cannon. I caught that. That's easy with a Reaper. This thing's destroyed. So I figured I'd just pick on his forge here, so he can't build any more towers. And photon cannon, sorry. And you know, of course he goes happily back to mining. Which is okay. You know, it's not a huge deal. I'm gonna pull back real quick because I'm gonna do some more micro over here and bring up my other Reaper as I build another one. Let's pull him back to make sure he didn't get killed on accident by just a pro brush and wasn't intending for something. Okay, so now I got two. He's trying to build another photon cannon. Kill that too. So at this point, Brush got him. He's trying to pump out probes, but his probes are dying left and right. He's losing his population count pretty quick, and he can't do anything about it. So he's avoiding my Reapers and hiding behind his one cannon as best he can. So I'm going back to work on his forge. So once that's gone, he can't build any more towers. So pretty good. In reality, I should probably just went for his Nexus at this point, but I wanted to make sure he didn't build any more towers, so I went ahead and took that out. And once I start attacking his Nexus, he realizes he's screwed. There's nothing he can do. He can't build any more cannons. So yeah, he's done. He should have built some more cannons while he had the chance of protection of this. But, you know, what are you going to do? He tried to cannon rush me, and he got caught by a Reaper proxy build. And I was luckily enough smart enough to get my command center out of there so I could continue getting income while he was not getting any. And it was a